Hi, so as you can see, it's almost time for Christmas, hence a Christmas tree. What I'm going to show you is how to make the first part of this amazing coaster. So this coaster is an epoxy resin coaster, and one of the other Team Rod's channel videos will show you how to make the coaster itself, but today I'm going to focus on the inside of it, which is actually a Hama Bead snowflake. So firstly, all we're going to need is a Hama Bead template, a pin board I think it's called, and some Hama beads. These are great little things that all the kids look at and play with, and they're basically little beads you iron together to make shapes. So here we go. So here we have the pin board, blank pin board, and some white and clear Hama beads. We're going to start with a clear one right in the very centre. This gives us the centre point. We're then going to start putting a little line of beads all the way out, and then you can see from the centre point you've got kind of six limbs, I guess, to make a star. So we're going to start doing that. We're going to start putting things out in a format of making a star. Now the one in the middle is really just to make sure that when you iron them all together, it doesn't all fall apart. So I know that you can't necessarily see how great it's starting to look already, but because it's white on white, but it's very easy to see and very easy to do. You just need to make sure that everything you do on each of these six, you do on each of the other six, so it's all symmetrical. And because it's a snowflake, everyone's individual, and so you can never actually get it wrong, so just carry on. Right, so we're starting to get this starting point here. We've got 4 of them at the moment. What we're going to do from the 4th one, we're actually going to just go across a little while. We're going to do like almost a triangle here on each of these. So make into that. Oops, dropped them. And then each of these points is we're going to go a little bit further out. Another 2, and then we're going to do a V shape, I guess, on here as well. So, oops, that's a clear one. Don't need clear, need white. So for each of the branches, it's going to have one of these. So the next branch along, this one here, will have that triangle. So we need to get 2 things here, and the kind of the tail as such of the snowflake of each branch. And then the next inny bit we're going to do another triangle, so straight across 1, 2, and a little peak for 3. So I'm just showing this as a simple design for myself. Carry on and do that all the way around, or you can do exactly what you want to do. So you can put some more off here, you can put things in between, all that sort of stuff. So in the end, just carry on doing that until you've got a finished product. So here you can see the finished product. It's all very symmetrical. Everything is on each of the 6 outbound branches, and we've got all these little triangles in between, and it just looks amazing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to iron this. So literally just using the Hama paper that provided with the Hama beads and an iron. So here we have the Hama beads themselves. They're on the pin board template still. We've got the Hama paper, which, as I said, is just some sort of greaseproof paper that they provide with the Hama beads. And we've got an iron which is set to medium heat, and it's been on warming for a little while. So literally all we're going to do is put the iron on top of the paper and start melting those Hama beads into shape. Now you can move it around, you can leave it as long as you want. You can start to see, as you can start to see here, you can start to see where they're merging together as they start to melt and blend into each other. And that's what we want for all of them. So you just need to make sure they're all joined and all actually end up being one piece, one continuous pattern. The way we're using it today in the coaster is, if it doesn't come out as one, we can just put it in the resin as it is, but obviously that wouldn't make a very consistent view. So there we go. So it literally didn't take long at all. We've got the beads, and you can see where they've merged together. You can see they're all joined in to each other. hopefully. This may be a little bit loose, but it all seems fine at the moment. And hopefully once we leave this for a little while, this will then just turn out and be a lovely snowflake, which we can then put in a coaster mould and start putting the epoxy on it. But for the moment, let's just see. Tip it over and gently move it with your fingers. Gently, maybe use your nails to. It's quite delicate. Obviously, you've got all these different strands of snowflake, but it comes to a point then that the weight of it will be enough to bring it off. So there we go. That's the finished product for the coaster. So here's your Hama Bead snowflake. Amazing.